Okay, finally it start recording. So you are given question 4. Question 3 I forget. I think you guys already done it. So no need to discuss question 3. Okay. So question 4. Okay, an ideal filter. Okay, so you need to make sure of the word. Make sure you see the real word here. An ideal filter. So it's mentioned ideal filter. I'm not sure how the question maybe can be changed or what, right? So you need to really see the words. Here is mentioned ideal filter. So it means that ideal filter you will have a shape which is okay. So the word here ideal filter means you will have a ideal shape. You have an ideal shape. For example, high pass filter 90-degree. Okay. And then for example another one is low pass filter. Okay. 90-degree. You know the practical filter is not like that. Practical filter is like this. Okay. So remember, if they ask you to, I don't know, the question can get creative, can be creative. I'm not sure. So if they say practical filter, means it's like this, okay, or the real filter or whatever. But this is the idea. So the question is on ideal filter, okay, and then it's given to us. The filter signal of y omega is shown as. So this is the output and output from the receiver. Okay, output from the receiver after filtration stage. Okay, if the injected signal of x omega rem, so you see there is a word rem there. Okay, so your signal, okay, first is you have your rem. Okay, of course is this is the rem signal. Okay, and then you have here is u omega omega minus 1. Okay, so you have how is this? So you have something like this, okay, and then you have this one is the other part, means is this one is like what is this? This is like inversion. Okay, so you have later on you have a partner uh compared to it. Okay, this, and then u1 u minus u omega uh u omega minus u omega plus 1 u omega, wait, u omega minus, okay, so so this one minus this one, so you have this one, okay, this one, this one, and then this one, okay, and then if it's correct, okay, wait, u omega minus u omega plus 1, okay, and then the rem here, this is the rem. Okay, so how about this? Do you guys know which is this? Which is this actually? Rem omega, rem minus omega, where is it actually? The location. What do you think? What operation actually happened there in the rem minus omega? What operation happened to the signal compared to the rem?
Time inverse,
Time? Is it time?
uh, omega inverse.
Okay. Omega inverse, so it's omega inverse. So This is X. Oh, okay, this is X. Okay, remember, be careful. This is X, not Y. Y is this one. Okay. Okay. So I share to you the schematic answer first. Okay. Later we check one by one. Okay. Whether you answer it. Again, don't depend to the schematic. The schematic just to show you the way, but it's not really. I because if I know secondary, it's not really correct. If I refer to the previous students, previous section, so you can mark your own paper for 4A. Okay. Determine and plot the output of the mixer. So you have mixer. Later on we see, but you can mark your answer first. Okay, mark your answer. I give around 1 minute. Don't depend so much. Sometimes maybe the value there is wrong. I detect something is weird also with this schematic. But I didn't try it yet. I have to try, right? Only then I know. So it shows the E omega here is half, then the below is -1. I don't think it's -1. Maybe -1/2. It's look weird. It's look weird because it's supposed to be unless there is some other else operation. It should be like this one. Should be the same as this, only different in sign. -half. But no, never mind. As long as you get almost the same, okay. This one is I think -half. Not sure yet. Okay. Anyway, do you guys have friend? Okay. Because okay, so I close this first. Okay. This is just like advertisement. I'm looking for master student. If you have friend, okay, that actually like to do RFID. Okay, Malaysian. Malaysian. I have grant for this. Okay, I have grant. Still looking. I have a PhD student currently just enrolled to me. Okay, new PhD, and maybe another one will be another one PhD student. Maybe he is preparing to actually to discuss with me to whether to continue, whether is it possible to do PhD with me. But for you guys, I mean, if you have seniors or somebody, because this is already with the grant already. We have grant, but I can use for my PhD student, but it's better. This grant is actually meant for master. Meant for master. Where is it? This one. Okay. So if you have your friends, I'm looking for Malaysian master. Okay, master research. Okay, they're interested to do in RFID. This one is not really. This one is not really black and white requirement. Mean I will still look at the CV. Okay, so this is it. So if your friend have interested to do master by research and in a RFID, he can contact me. Okay, of course you guys have my contact number already. So but life is like that. We lain cari lain dapat rezeki lah, rezeki Allah. So I have two PhD student. I have one PhD student, maybe another one, but I didn't yet actually have master research student. But I actually look for master research actually. Okay, it's okay. So Okay, so this is basically the answer. Okay, so if you see here, okay, this is xt, this is your signal x omega, and then this is your carrier. Okay, so we call it carrier. I think this one is amplitude modulation. Okay, this is carrier, which is much higher than your information frequency. Okay, the point of we doing modulation is that so that the signal will be can transfer travel longer distance, and then is more reliable. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, let we see the way you guys do it. Okay, where's the answer? I refresh first. This at the back of here, I mean, our wallpaper is UTM-KL, so I'm not sure which one of you is actually from UTM diploma. Okay, so if you are from UTM diploma, it is in KL. Okay, so I myself only went to UTM KL once, so I want to maybe later on, if you have the chance to go again, because it's UTM KL. At least we went there. Okay, like for you guys, Afia, Nosha, Mimi, and the rest, because UTM have two branches, right? So when the COVID is okay, try to explore UTM KL as well, because you are also student, so you are still like I think it's okay for you to go to UTM KL. Okay, so let we see Suhaila answer. Okay, Suhaila answer X omega, then she do like this. Okay, okay, but there is what? Do you know what you make? Your graph is incomplete. Do you know what is it, Suhaila? Suhaila, do you know what is not complete with your graph? Suhaila, where are you? Oh, do you know what is it that is not complete? No, you didn't put value here. Okay, or your mic is not functioning. Okay, but you know, right? You don't put value here, so maybe you won't get complete marks. And but the rest is okay. X E omega omega omega. Okay, and then I would like to tell you guys. Okay, it's depend. They, if you use frequency also is not wrong. But remember, if it's frequency is you need to convert. If frequency mean you need to convert omega over 2 pi. Okay, so depends. Okay, so if you want to make your life a bit difficult, you can use F. Still okay. But remember, F is actually omega over 2 pi. So this the value here will be different. You cannot say if this omega is 3, okay, for example 3, you cannot really use 3 here if the frequency is, if you put exists as F, because this will be like this. Okay, 3 over 2 pi. Okay, so here must be 3 over 2 pi. So it depends, still okay, but if you want to give yourself more work, okay, so depends, but also need to see the question what they want. If they say they want the signal over frequency, means over frequency. Okay, for example, uh, graph F versus E omega, graph F versus EF, so it should be in F term. Okay, Zaza. Okay, this one is correct. I think this one is correct because schematic is only have -1. So 1 1, okay, omega, okay. This is correct. Okay, actually if you want to display the thing that is, because sometimes in the graph, for example, you have frequency 10 gigahertz, for example, 10 gigahertz, and the next frequency is 1000. You cannot plot here, right? 1000, so you can use like this to make it shorten, so it will be 1000 here. Okay, means that we ignore some limit, we ignore some inside here, otherwise the graph will be so long. Okay, So that's why we have this in the first place. Okay. So Zaza correct. Okay. Even I think the schematic is wrong. Okay. Because supposedly when this is half, there should be negative half unless there is other else operations. Okay. Lokman, Adi, uh, because yesterday I have class with master and PhD student. The student's name Lokman. So just now when I say ID Lokman, oh Lokman. Okay. Okay. So one. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why this one. I don't know why this one should be half. Okay. I don't know. That's why I say the tutorial maybe the schematic maybe not correct, and maybe you are correct. Okay, but this one I need to check. This one I need to check. Or you guys, if you are confident that your answer is correct, it's okay. Okay, because I didn't do yet. But as the normal thing is that this is negative, and if this is half, this is half. But we not. I'm not sure with the operation. I mean, as I didn't do right. If I do, I know. Okay, half x omega plus. Okay, but at least you get the working step a bit clear. Okay, you see here is half, so it should be half here. Okay, this one should be half as well. I don't know why.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, okay, e omega omega. Okay, but okay, but whose answer is this?
Alia, doctor.
Okay. Even though Alia answer may be wrong, that I didn't say it's wrong, but may be wrong. Okay. But you see, I just want to compliment the way she did the graph. Compliment means I puji lah, because you can see this one is half. Okay, and she actually shown this one is bigger, much bigger. Okay, she used a good scale lah. Of course, she used a line paper, so we can actually see this is actually smaller triangle. This one is the bigger triangle, which is good, Okay, and then Nor Amira, where is your e? Where is your mana yang kecil ni? Yang kecil. This one, x omega you didn't have. Okay.
Tertinggal, doktor.
Okay. This one, you see, this one it should be half. I think this is half. I think this is half.
Okay, doktor.
Hmm. Boleh tertinggal pula. Exam jangan tertinggal. Exam jangan tinggal Now tertinggal okay. Okay, this one is I think negative half. And then this one disappear. And then who, I don't know who's the one, Aliyah. Your x-axis is too long, but at the same time funny you forget to label omega. I don't know why it's too long until the end. You don't really use the space here, so what you can just use arrow and then omega. Okay. Ausa. Okay, triangle. What happened to this triangle? Sakit. Okay. So this triangle. Uh, are you sketch? Are you doing art here? Because it's supposed to be straight, right? Okay. This one's supposed to be. I think it doesn't mean wrong. I think this one is negative half. I think this one is negative half. Omega, and you forget to plot. Okay. Even if you get full mark for this, I will cut because it's to be fair to the rest of the friend, and actually I always remind to actually plot. Do you know you missing what, Hausa? You missed the y-axis, right? Okay. Where is Hausa? I didn't hear respond to Google Chat, or maybe answering my question, answering me. So you should plot here, okay? Label properly, and then this one just make it straight. Okay. Nusha Mimi. Okay. This one maybe negative half. That I doesn't say it's wrong. Maybe negative half. Because this is half, negative half. Moika. Rasazika. Rasazika, she left the E, the X, but it's still okay. But it's, if you write more, there is more PT marks. For example, if this is wrong, for example, if this answer is wrong, so I can see some figure or something else that actually I can give PT marks. So try to write as many as you can during the exam of test, so that for me to help you to mark your, I mean to give you PT mark in case you get it wrong. Okay, in case this is wrong. Okay, this is correct. Balkis, okay, like this, for example, if Balkis get it wrong for this, maybe half, at least I give something here. Maybe this, maybe she forget something or make it wrong, then I will take some PT mark from this graph. But if you don't have this graph, means I only depend on this to give your to give mark to you. Understand? So this one you can put, okay. I think it's right. Rahana. Okay, I think it's correct also. Okay, then now 11:35 until 11:45. Please put answer for Q4B. Q4B. Usually tutorial is a bit relaxed, a bit relaxed. Just like usual, a bit relaxed. Actually, you do before coming to class, and actually I check. Okay, this is the only time actually I check. I check your answer one. I try. Individual, I try to check answer, so that you you know what you have to do, and you know what you usually didn't do, like you forget to label something like that. Because the other time that I check your work is actually during test and exam. That one is too late already. If you didn't do, then you will miss some marks. And I think I already told you guys, final is team marking. Mean I will not mark the entire question for your, for section 3 or section 4. I will mark, maybe for example, question like for this tutorial, maybe I only mark question 4A, but I will mark for section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of signal and system, something like that. Means I don't mark my own student answer for the entire question. No. So that's why I really hope that all of you, okay, all of you actually try to answer properly, during final exam, because the one that mark you is a combination of lecturers. Okay, it means it's not only me. Okay, it's not only me. So be careful, So some just like us human, so some strict, some not strict. I also not sure if I'm strict or not. Okay, it's depend. Okay, cannot compare directly. But just to let you know, it's different lecture we mark. This is also good. I actually also like idea of team marking, because it will be fair. So your paper will be evaluated by by not one lecture but more than one lecture. So the marking will be more fair. Okay, will be more better. And I not yet mark your test one. I will mark later on. Not sure when, I'm maybe when semester break. Okay. So when you maybe doing semester break, I don't know what you do. But that time I'm marking. Because if marking now, no, I don't know when is the time. Weekend. But weekend also we have something else to do, because we are human, right? We have personal things to do. Not only work 24 hours, 7 days a week. Who else the name that I didn't mention yet? I didn't check the his or her answer. Okay, Surya, Siti Khadijah, Planesa, Tera, Putri, okay, I know who. Okay, you can paste your answer first. Okay. What is your next semester subject? Are you going to take EMT or Principle of Communication? Wait, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what subject you need to take next semester. Is it EMT or Principle of Communication? I think it's EMT because Principle of Communication is during third year. So after this, you will go for EMT, and after that, if I understand, third year you will take Principle of Communication. So Principle of Communication require for you to pass Signal and System. Okay, so inshallah, hopefully all of you will pass. Okay, Signal System in order for you to proceed with Principle of Communication. Okay. That's why if somebody drop this subject, they will indirectly add extension to them because we, if I'm not mistaken, we only have one signal. I mean one signal for 2 semester. In 2 semester, we only have one signal. So if student drop this subject, means he need to wait another. He need to wait next year to take it, and of and because he only take it next year for this means his principal communication cannot be taken at next year. Mean indirectly he will add minimum. If somebody drop signal, maybe they will actually the degree should be finished in 4 years is now become 5 years and above. Okay, so that's the critical. So you don't simply just drop. Okay, I think you should ask your senior also before actually maybe academic advisor. Okay, maybe you can trust. I think most of the senior will say do not drop. If not, if possible, do not drop. Okay, for me it's okay. Many people drop is better for me because I will less paper to mark. For me it's okay. If I want to be, I mean for my benefit, I will say, oh, drop. Okay. Because already some already drop my subject and then they say it's difficult. Some okay. But they don't even get the test 1 mark yet, and then it's too early to actually surrender. Okay, so we wait another 3 minutes. if you're going to take EMT next semester, most probably one of the lecturer will be me. Okay, EMT. I think EMT is one of the most difficult subject, maybe the most difficult one. EMT. Uh, if you see the way that I'm teaching now, maybe not suits you. Okay. Next semester, if you have EMT, you can quickly change to the other lecturer. Maybe he or she better. For me, it's okay. For me, it's okay because this is about your life, about you. Okay. Uh, i- about you because this is your future. So if you think that the other lecturer is better in teaching, you can change to him in next semester because EMT most probably will be taught by me and also the other one of the other lecturer. I didn't say his name, but I know who. But he is one of them. Okay. Because EMT is different, is different, totally different than this signal. Signal is a bit limited, kind of question, but EMT they can ask you anything, just anything. Okay. Okay, so while we wait for them to paste the answer, so now we discuss. I show you the schematic answer for B. Okay, so this is the answer for B. I give you 1 minute to actually mark your own paper. Okay, 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes, because there's a lot of things here. Okay, I give you 2 minutes first to mark and to see each and every one of them. Okay. And then again, I remind again, do not depend on schematic. Schematic can be wrong, but it's just like a guidance. Even I also don't really look at schematic. Okay, so this is kind like the answer. If you can see, okay, normally I think when you do the mixing, okay, here is what is question B. Determine the specification of the filter transfer function. Okay, transfer function is H. You can say this one. We can say it is a transfer function, transformer, whatever, but it is in between input and output. Between input and output. So this is input after the mixing. Okay, and then this is the receiver after the passing through the filters. Okay. Okay, determine the specification of the filter transfer function H omega and oscillator frequency. So this is oscillator. Okay, sometimes we call it local oscillator LO. So you need to, I don't know how question can be tricky. So let's say if they say LO, you should know LO means local oscillator. With means there is some frequency to it. Okay, which is for the this case is omega naught. So local oscillator. What else the word? They can use many synonym. I mean the other name, like for example, my name Raimi, me, Amy, but still refer to the same person. Okay. So be careful, okay, the name. And then in order to obtain the filter signal of YT. So this is your YT. And this is actually Y omega in terms of the frequency domain. Okay. Plot the output of the receiver mixer F omega. Output of receiver mixer F omega. Oh, here. So if one asks to actually plot the answer that, okay, first you have EW. Okay, this is your EW. Okay, and then it pass through the oscillators. Okay, so initially is 2. Okay, when it pass through oscillator means you have another set, right? That's why is 2 becoming 4. Okay, understand? It's 2 becoming 4. I think this one is you can just E omega time cos omega naught t, right? And you refer to appendix. Okay, and you refer to appendix to get the whatever, to get the the equivalent F domain or T domain. Okay, depends, because if you want to inverse, it will be T domain. Okay, so that's why is 2 become 4. This one is logic. 2 become 4, and then the magnitude will be half. Okay, usually, but not must, because we need to see question, right? This one will be half the value of that. So that's why 1 over 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 4. Okay, this one not sure why. Okay, I think it should be negative half. Okay, but I'm not sure, because you see here the graph is look even almost the same size, and I believe it's actually this is, if this is half, this is negative half, unless there is other operation, and this is 1/4, then each one should be negative 1/4. So you can see there is actually 4 RAM signal here. Okay, for RAM based signal. RAM based signal means it's not really RAM, because RAM is actually I think you guys know, RAM actually this one. Okay. Okay, this is RAM. Okay, so you can see this is in order to attain Y and the filter transfer function. So did they ask about this? Okay, you see question. Okay, be careful of the question. Sometimes you didn't really read it correctly. Here mentioned determine the specification of filter H omega, means H omega and YT. And what the rest? H omega, okay, and then F. Okay, and oscillator frequency, determine specification of filter transfer function and the oscillator frequency omega. Okay, so you need to know H omega and omega naught. Okay, and then plot the output of the receiver mixer. So oscillator frequency, so means that first you need to plot I mean spec or whatever, okay, of H omega, and later on you need to also determine omega naught. That's why we have omega naught here for T. Okay, so please see the question. Okay, maybe and you only do transformation H omega and you actually forget about oscillator frequency, because it say N, But if say or means either one, okay? I think you guys understand, right? Because you guys take digital electronics. Digital electronics is like and mean both, or mean either one is still okay. Okay, mean either one, even if it's one is one. Okay, but it doesn't look like you must answer both. So this here is using n. Okay, in order to obtain the filter signal of YT, plot the output of the receiver mixer f omega. So this is pretty much the graph. Okay. Okay, Surya still 4A. Siapa lagi? Siti Khadijah. Siti Khadijah. Mana Siti Khadijah? Mana Siti Khadijah? Oh, ni. Eh, uh, where Siti Khadijah go? Siti Khadijah. Here. Okay. So this Siti Khadijah. Okay. Negative 24. Okay. H omega omega. Okay. So this one seems correct. Seems correct. F omega omega. Okay. Good. Siti Khadijah, where are you?
Here, doctor.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Who else? I didn't see anything. Putri, 59. Wait. Betul ke? Not, I mean, it's betul, but this one, 5960. You should use some, Putri, you should use some like breaking range, because if you see it's not really logic, this range, and suddenly you have 56, 59, and 60 look very big. Means that this one is actually 1 until 58, and this one is 59 until 60 suddenly become very big. Do you understand me?
Okay, doctor.
Okay.
Understand.
Okay. It's not really wrong, but it's just for the answer to be correct. Okay, to be correct in such a way, because later we may not have a signal. I mean, for example, this H omega, we only have this. For example, what else if we have triangle, we have a different shape in the same graph. So this one will be not really proportionate, the scale with the axis. But still okay. If I mark still 100% correct, but it will not really represented of the real signal in term of the scale. Siapa lagi? Hanani. Okay, omega 40. Okay, and you don't plot your transfer function, but it doesn't require in the question. Is it required? Where is the question? Oh, it's required. So you lose some mark. You lose some mark because there is no H omega. You understand me? Because it's in the question, and you also lose mark here because you didn't plot. Who is this?
Me, Dr. Akilah.
Okay, nanti tahu kan apa salah kan? Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and then siapa lagi who else I didn't mention it all, the name. Who else Because I want to look at your answer. Tiara. So we have princess and we have tiara in this class. You know, princess and with tiara on the head. At the head, crown. Okay, so Putri with tiara. Okay, you guys can be best friend. I'm not sure you guys understand what I'm saying or not. But tiara is a crown. It's a crown on top of the head. Okay. Okay. Okay, she used like this, correct. This one is what, 24 or 4?
24, doctor.
Write properly,
Yes.
Okay. So it's correct, Tiara, correct. Not sure who else. Who else that I didn't really mention actually his name. Surya just now because he okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, look. Okay, please use ruler, Surya. Okay, and then
Alright, Doctor.
okay. Who else? I didn't actually check your work even one. Who else? Shafwendra. Okay, this one is correct. I think I speak of everyone names. Almost everyone. Okay. So okay, Surya, Suhaila, Zaza. Okay. So go to your e-learning. Okay? Go to your e-learning. Now each of you go to your e-learning and go to your section. Go to the forum and go to the forum. Where is the forum? Go to the forum. Click this one. And then put your answer. Put your answer as a proof that you done this tutorial. Oh, my internet is slow. For example, Clanesa. Okay, and put your answer in PDF. Put your answer in PDF and post to the forum. Okay. Okay, put your answer in PDF. And do now. Okay, so you will have answer like this. Okay, I mean Raimi. Okay, so I can actually see who participate in the class. So now this one is readable only, means you guys can look at your own answer later on. I mean, if you want to, but means this one is only can read only, means later on you cannot change the answer. And actually I can know who actually participate in my class, who actually always participate, because lecture is also human. When we know you actually always active in the class, maybe when we